Yo, yo, yo. Hi, Mayan. Hello, hello. Mayan Mohan. Well, maybe. I don't remember exactly what you said, but I a little bit remember Mayan Mohan. I don't know why. Hello, Kari. Yo, Anchorlight. Wow, that's interesting. It's making you mad. Is there someone in you Have you looked inside? Or is it just sense of being mad that passes by your mind on its own? To who does stick this feeling of being mad? Calmness is quite natural. If you know who you are. Hello, Aditya. No, I have no plans for this year. No, actually I do. I know that I will travel. God bless you too, user. Sankey. Well, today was one interesting situation in sports gym. You see, I don't fight in myself bad thoughts or sense of, let's say, anger. It does not stick to me, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to me, in me. No, Sankey. Religion is not needed necessary. Well, I have started this channel. That's enough for me. For those of you who want to be calm all the time, you won't become calm in that way. If you want to be calm, that makes in you someone who feels like it's not calm. If you can let go this someone in you who wants to be calm, then peace will come on its own. User, find out what is this moment. Only this moment is real. Everything else is beliefs. Does belief in rebirth scares someone who lives in this moment as this moment? No, this is not about religions. Pinigio. When did I get so zen? When illusions faded. Simple as that. Hello, Dhruva. Hello, Sieda. I will call you Rani. Yes, Dhruva, ask what you want. Yes, of course, Sankey. That is reality. Black and white, good and bad. All these cycles coexist. There's actually no bad or good. There is just different movements, different happenings. Dhruva, normally what kind of topics? Normal topic for me would be when you show, type what's in your mind, deepest things from your mind, soul. What troubles you? How should you start meditation? I never chanted and I never focused on breath. For me, best meditation always was just don't do anything, physically, mentally. Let your body move, let your mind move, but don't do it, if you understand what I say. Allow the movements without controlling them. And if you can recognize silence, hold your attention with effort or without effort, doesn't matter. If you want to meditate, just don't do nothing. But if you recognize stillness, hold the attention to stillness. be present in this stillness. It will still create some inner controller, but that's okay if you're just starting. Of course, no Sankey. But if that's in some culture, why not? There are different kinds of cultures. I respect them. Actually, it's possible to awaken only because this world is very different. Even the fact that in some cultures men should pay for the date. Brattle, you spend hours, you say, I spend hours and hours on this app. Isn't that opposite to be enlightened? Just wasting time. That's interesting. It sounds like you have some concepts what is enlightenment and what is not enlightenment. This is not the way how you will ever find enlightenment, how you will know the reality. Why do we feel so nervous when we close eyes and start meditating? Feels like something gonna hurt. Then don't close eyes. But let this nervousness be there. Just let it be. Of course, there's lots and lots of stuff in you that you hold for many, many years. You don't even know that. And of course, it will come up in you, especially when you meditate, especially when you're in some phase of awakening. Everything will appear in you for you to let it go, but not as you. How can I deal with some bullshit people around me who hate and bully you for no reason? I don't know. There are physical ways. Just end that kind of relationships. I mean, when you meditate, it's not like life suddenly changes. Just allow decisions to happen in you. If you don't like something, that's okay to change something. You don't have to tell yourself, do nothing, because that would be ego. Yes, user. That's why I only study spiritual books and stuff in first maybe 2 years of when awakening started. And I came to that as well. All I know must be let go. Dive completely empty and naked into the unknown. Yes, Wolf. When I got bullied when I was young in school, I did the same. Learning new stuff is always a very good answer to everything. Brattle, what do I get out of this? Nothing. This is my stick. Don't worry. Today I don't want to smell sticks so much. I feel like today I'm not gonna be quite clear in answers. My mind is in complete chill mode. Dhruva. Your age. Don't worry about it, if it's true or perception. Better find out, Dhruva, from where comes all of these questions. who wants to know answers in you. The stick is here. No all shorts, my name is Chris. Dhruva, you are you are high on drugs at the moment. If you are, why do you do them? Why do you need drugs? Yes, it is super easy to just do drugs and forget about life. But come on, does it really help you? No, Dhruva, that is not real happiness. I know that you know that. But of course, mostly awakening happens when people get to their lowest point of life. So it really doesn't matter what you do in your life. Everything is a lesson. Everything can be used as lesson. Yes, Rani, most of the time I speak slow. My mind is in slow waves. But of course there can be situations where I talk fast. Don't worry about that. Okay, all shorts. I get what you say. If you know this guy. But there are some experiences which you will never have if you won't use drugs. Dhruva, of course in life I have tried at least some kind of drugs. But the times when I have experienced true bliss, is when I'm completely empty. All kinds of attachments in you, when you believe that you are attached, holds you from real freedom. I wish I was like that, like what you need to do. Well, nerves, and there are two ways that pops up in my mind at moment. One, you just start to realize, just realize what is this moment, what is mind, and so on. And second way, meditate a lot. But of course, there are much more ways that leads to my understanding. For me, it was suffering. After that, meditation, physical activities, time in nature. Ayush Guryai, what are you talking about? You realize that the person was talking to other person in chat when he said that. Hello, Yen. No, I'm not from USA. Narvzen, actually, when you say what to do, you want to be like that and so on, if you are still here, I will start to do some small group meeting type online sessions That could maybe help to you more than just typing in chat. Because I really don't go deep in some answers, as deep as I could. Chat is fast. Yes, Chef Ketan, saddest person ever. These are just some sound bowls, Tibetan sound bowls. I just do something with them without any reason. Yo, Mayank. I'm fine. Hello, Elvin Arda. Real calmness is freedom of belief that you are separate self. That is the deepest peace possible. That is how effortless life happens. Life is super easy. When you see that you are not the thinker of thoughts, doer of actions. I am from Latvia. Free mind does not mean empty mind, yes. Your mind will never be empty. Chef Ketan, when I say life is super easy, that does not mean that suffering doesn't happen in you. Life is easy if you see that suffering is not you. It is happening in you, going through you. It will leave you. There is no real inner center in you. If you can see that, then life is super easy, even when it's hard. When I say super easy, I do not mean without pain. What I mean is, you see true pain. You accept pain. You do not have to forget your fears. They will only become stronger in you in that way. Believe me. Fear must be seen, totally accepted. Then the one who believes in you who has to manage this fear, it will fade. Hi, Benny. Yes, Dhruva. English is not my native language. It may be harder to put in words something, but I'm telling you, today my mind is not. It's not minding. Today is just, my mind is too silent. There are just days when thoughts don't arise right away after you gain some information. That's how it is sometimes. Penny, I don't know these movies. Breaking Bad. What is this? No, I don't know these. Chef Ketan. I will even not answer to your comment. You will know the answer by yourself someday. I don't know, is this agarbati or what it is? I am not into knowing things. Knowing the details. Well, yes, Benny, but there are different people, you know. I bet you don't know. In what team plays LeBron James? In what basketball team? Yes, in Stick. Chef Ketan, the thing is, you don't know yourself. Why are you asking me this? Of course, Dhruv. I live normal life, but I don't watch movies. If I would be completely honest, I love to watch only live streams. Traveling live streams, gaming live streams. I actually haven't seen satsang type live streams. But maybe that could be interesting as well. I don't know. But I feel like watching something happening in live stream, that's just future. It happens more and more. Watching videos, movies are not as trendy anymore. Yes, a free mind is, okay, you're saying a free mind is like elastic. The more you put into it knowledge, the more it becomes wide. It's important that you feel, that what you fill it with. Well, yes and no, Elvinarda. Mind works the best if it's being let go all the time. If it's allowed to move on its own. The one who wants to put something in your mind, that is the good old ego. But okay, ego should be there. It needs to form. I'm just talking from my current state, current experience. But I've been through all these stages. Almost all that I see in this chat. And today English is like some unknown language to me in my mind. I am from Latvia and my name is Chris, for those who ask. Yo, new name. Yes, Dhruva. I like traveling a lot. No, I haven't visited India, but I will. What am I thinking? Totally nothing. At this point, complete stillness, emptiness, peace. Yo, new name. so, so this is what happens. I told you that I am off from music. So you decided to download music DJing program on your own. I get you, new name, I get you. Elvinarda, I have been in Istanbul, but I will probably visit it again because I love baklavas. And of course, the culture of Turkey. Yo, good night, Chefken. Chefketan, sorry. I can't even read today. Dhruva, who did ask what is reality? Dhruva, I better want to know from you, what do you think? What is reality? How do you think? Is this world illusion or real? first tell me how do you see it? Because I answer these questions all the time. Of course I will continue answering, but sometimes it's just interesting to see. Nabanit, that's a good question. Because Dhruva, it will come to a point where if you really want to know these answers, you will need to dive deep on your own, leaving everything you know, because ego is full of doubt. Even if I will tell you all I know, you will still be in doubt. This is how that works. Ego lives in fear and doubt. And you can let it go only by facing it 1v1. Ego facing ego. What happens? Yo, 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 hi, hi. Quite yes, Nabanit. The only reality is what is right now, in this moment, all the time, this moment. What is common in every single moment? What is the baseline of every single moment? Lots of things are changing, that's one. And second, just the fact of this moment. Just the knowing that this moment is all the time. This is the deepest reality. This moment and everything that happens in this moment are the same. And you know how you can find out that there is no separate you in your mind. You can find out that just by seeing that everything comes and goes in you. Everything arises and leaves. It does not stick to anyone in you. Your body is just happening in this moment, as well as your mind. You are this moment itself. This is the reality. And you are not even you, because this moment is the same for everything and anyone. Future is seen in this moment, past is seen in this moment. Memories happens in this moment, dreams happens in this moment. Ego is this mind-made belief that you live in your mind, but that is complete illusion. This belief is what illusion is. Belief in separate self. Belief that you are separate self in your mind. Yo, Abhinav. Nabanit, don't take personally what Karthik Malik is typing. Thank you, Dirilis. How can a person not be himself? Emna. This will always be your body. Not always, but in this life. You will still have personality in you while you are alive, while your body, mind is alive. But this personality is also just a happening in this moment. There is no real center behind that stays all the time. Everything is moving, even your personality. When I speak with you, when my personality works with this chat, it happens on its own. I am not controlling that. I am not controlling the one who is saying I am not controlling. This is how you let everything move freely. This is how every effortless life is known. When you let your mind, emotions, body move freely. When you actually, you don't have to let it happen. If you try to let something happen, that will create another separate self. It's enough if you just see how everything happens. Allow everything to happen, that's all. I came to this through lots and lots of years of deep meditation. So I have no expectations that everyone will understand what I say. You still have to practice staying aware, staying out of your thoughts, emotions, till some point. Hello, X min X. Hey, Lakers. Why does thinking deep about reality give your brain kind of sudden release from unknown burdens? I have a saying in Abonit. Enlightenment is like two mirrors facing against each other. You know what happens when you do that. It creates endless loop. Somu, you have restless mind which doesn't stop like ever. Somu, are you into meditations or you want to stop your mind right away and forever? Because that is not possible. Mind doesn't I don't know if it's grammatically correct, doesn't or don't, but okay, your mind doesn't have to stop. Meditate till you see that you are not just your mind. Somu, start with meditation. Okay, take care, Dhruva. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you got to do. Drop. I don't know what do you understand by Jesus. If you are some deeply religious person, maybe Jesus to you is something more than to me. For me, Jesus is just a person who existed, a enlightened person. Kundan Chamar, you don't believe in God, can I make you? No, you do not have to believe in God, and I won't make you to do that. I won't make you to do anything. As well, looking deeply in this moment, I can encourage you to things, but I won't make you do anything. Do I think we are parts of energy? Energy is movement. Of course we are energy. Your body is energy vibrating into low frequency. That's why it materializes. Does my heart ever been humiliated, ashamed, discouraged, disappointed? Of course. Fought answers in great pain? Of course. $100%. Why do I choose name SacralVibes? It just came into my mind 5 years ago. It just came into my mind, I don't know. Not like in a dream. Just wanted to make Instagram profile and it came into my mind. Sacral in my language means sacred and holy. Vibes, just vibes. Modern word, vibes. But maybe someday, if there will be some traveling live stream, you will see my wife. Hello, hello. That's cool, Somo. Yes, actually, this is what happens here in these live streams. You can see the obvious. I am not telling something you don't know in you. I just point to obvious. Relationship with your mind is naturally the same for everyone. In cleanest nature, when you see the movements in your mind, just as happenings, we all know that. This wisdom is in everyone. Somo, but don't just try meditation. Make it as daily routine for you, Somo, if you're still here. If you try something, that means you will probably give up. This is definition of trying. I mean, if you know that water is needed, drinking water is needed for you to be alive. I mean, if you are deep into your thoughts and emotions, lost, then meditation for you is like water. You just need it every day. Of course, just living life as well will lead you somewhere spiritually, lead you to realizations. But if you want to be super serious about knowing who you are, meditation is almost needed. If we make a mistake, should we just let it go if nothing happens? Or should we confess even that confession doesn't change anything? When you make mistake, okay, actually, today I made a mistake, very discomfortable mistake. I made it. Of course, some thoughts comes after that, analyzes the mistake. Some feelings arise in you. This will happen always with you. But all of this goes away. If you believe that you are some separate self in your mind, what people usually do, they hold these thoughts and emotions in them. They play with them till they suffer. Mistake is also just a movement in your life. When I say everything is a movement happening on its own, I mean everything, including making mistakes, analyze of mistakes. I know that before some years I myself used to think that something should happen in my mind and something shouldn't. The more I meditate. But I didn't see that it was the same ego. Very subtle level of ego. Hey, Heal with Mohini. Hello, Tejas. This man is going away. Sorry, Siddharth. Okay, well, I will just put you in timeout actually. Christopher, that's okay. don't worry about that if you medically have to take opiates. You still can be enlightened even if you take opiates. Like for real. It doesn't mean you are worse than someone else. Or something less than someone else. Or something more. Yes, I am from Latvia. Nabanit, do I meditate on regular? What I will say to you doesn't mean you should do that. But I will just say to you, first, every one of you do meditation. But there is no one in me who needs to meditate. It just faded. This meditator faded, became transparent. How do I say to you? If you really know who you are, I mean, if you really see that you are centerless being, it does not matter if you meditate or you do not meditate. It just does not change anything. You come to a point where meditation does not change anything. But you should not, you don't try to understand it. I was just answering to your question, do I meditate? I would advise to meditate every day, because it's just a training. Nabanit, if you want to know what I say, don't worry, maybe one day you will know it. But if you want to, like, make it really happen, do the best you can. And with that I mean, do meditation every day. Be healthy, sleep well. That also helps. do physical exercises, activities. Everything in your life can help you to awaken, or it can slow down your awakening. Depends on what you do with your body and your mind. Because truth is always there. You are being in this moment always. It's just that your mind won't allow you to see it. The ego, the illusionary self in the mind. Nabanit, you're asking, I'm sorry that I'm behind chat, but okay. You're asking, but meditation may help me stay in that state of realization, right? Realization is not a state. Everything that is a state comes and goes in you. Well, no, it depends on what we both understand with realization. I just don't know what you understand by realization and what I understand by that. But meditation is not needed to stay in some kind of state. When I meditated, I tried to remain as long as I can without losing awareness, consciousness, in inner stillness. Only later I realized this is a state. But I don't know, maybe you should do the same. Oh, sorry, I did not read further your comment. The feeling of realization of being a centerless being happened to me a few times of my life, but most of the time is just theory. Nabanit, this changes the answer. Sorry, dude. I just wasn't reading further. So, if you had the realization of being centerless being few times in your life, and so I see what's happening here. Someone in you wants to keep this realization as a state. It wants to keep this kind of understanding, seeing all the time in you. And what is this in you? If you can see that the one who wants to hold this realization is just ego, if you can just see that, that may change everything to you. in reality, it doesn't matter if you realize all the time, if you know all the time this moment, or you don't. It doesn't matter. They both are same movements. They come and go. Allow yourself to be unconscious, just the same way you allow yourself to be conscious. Anime Captain, your message is visible. I am just slow in chat. Teach us how to meditation, everyone telling their one way to meditate teaches the right way. Anime Captain Editor. I wouldn't say there is a right way. I know that there is one of most pure ways, simplest ways, ancient ways. This is also what I have used. Don't do anything. Okay. Like meditation. Find silent place, peaceful place. It's better that when it's peaceful, just sit. Don't do anything with your body. And let all thoughts and emotions come. But don't add nothing to them. Just allow them. Yet stay present. And try to see what is behind your thoughts, what is between your thoughts. Then you will recognize silence, emptiness, who is always there, unchanging. When you recognize this, just be in it, merge in it, stay with it. Don't lose your attention from it. Go deep into this silence and do this every day. Lots of realizations will happen with you when you do this. This is where it starts. If things come and go, if everything is movement, what is permanent? How do you think, Chuffing? See right now what is permanent. Chuffing Hellfire. At this moment, what is permanent at this moment in your life? No, I have not read Bhagavad Gita. Good morning, Parul. No, I have not read it. Maybe, Parul. But I will cut my hair soon. Well, okay, not soon. In 1 month. But chuffing. What is there in this moment? In you or around you? Can you find something unchanging? Thank you, Anime. What am I talking about? About everything. About this dream. I don't know, Zoya Sadaf. I am not into religions. Chuffing. In this, okay, you say, in this moment, stillness. Okay. And what, how can stillness be perceived? How can stillness be perceived? For many, many years I thought that I am stillness. But actually that didn't lead me to the direct truth, because there still was me. But what sees the stillness? If stillness can be seen, doesn't it mean that stillness is actually not unchanging? If stillness can be seen, doesn't that mean that it's something that comes and goes in you? Because in one way, stillness is like shadow of the being. Stillness is like shadow of this moment, but it is not this moment itself. The deep catch into this is the one who seeks in you something to understand. This is the last layer of ego. When you let go the one who perceives stillness, you just let go the stillness itself. This stillness actually becomes even greater. But in reality, there is no one who perceives stillness. This moment just is. Reality just is. Existence just is. You cannot see in you. You cannot give to reality, to this moment, some state in you. It is not possible. And this can make you completely free. This understanding. This is how personal self completely becomes transparent. Nabanit, when you say they're addressing my ego, how do you handle or associate with that? I don't know what to answer. I don't feel like there's something to handle or that someone is talking with my ego. But of course I talk through ego. Ego helps to talk you. The one who seeks the answers needs to be let go. Yes. But seeking answers, want to know the answers will still appear in you. Can you allow them to appear in you without the one who seeks these answers? Can you allow in you the answers to come without believing that there is someone in you who wants these answers? Ankit, I am 34. Nabanit, actually I don't have opinion about souls. Because I'm not worried about that, even if there is soul. Even if there is soul. Like energetical structure that's left after you die and it moves around. It still happens in this moment. You see, the baseline of everything, the baseline of reality is this moment. If there would be no this moment, nothing would exist, even your soul. So study this moment. What is this moment? Traffic, all you have to do is see in you. You don't necessarily have to understand what I say. It's enough if you just see in you. There is enough wisdom in yourself. Nabanit, when did I say that that seeking answers is a problem? When did I say that seeking answers shouldn't happen? Seeking answers must happen. The sense of seeking answers would appear in you if you would be enlightened as well. But you would see that just as movement, not as something that happens with your separate self. And also, feeling of separate self can still happen to deeply awakened people. You see that everything is happening. Everything is allowed to happen. No, Rishabh. Of course, no. Nabanit. In you, the one who is worried about what is the last layer of ego, the sense of importance of this question. You see, if this question is important to you, it creates someone important in you who you believe it is separate and real. So this is maybe the last layer for you, what I just told you. Archit, I actually do not play games, but I have played Fortnite, chess, but haven't played them for long. Maybe we'll play someday when feel like playing. What's up, Lataka? Fist pump. Yo, man. Sorry, you probably hear that I'm eating. Hello, hello. I am drinking lime and lemon tea with some honey. And this is spoon in my drink. New name, this is marzipan. I don't know if it's called like that in English. I guess it is. Yes, I am married. Again, what new name? No, I don't know about the tea. The ego is the ego is sneaky snake and snake emoji. That's funny. You really tried to find this emoji, didn't you? The ego is sneaky snake. It hides out of sight and strikes me. Strikes me in the dark. But isn't that beautiful? Because this gives you opportunity to wake up. If ego didn't happen in you like that, it was not possible for human mind being to wake up. I don't know why these comments are getting funny. You have made some cracks in my ego. Dude, that's really cool. You have made some cracks in my ego tonight. I have discovered more ways to get to the stillness because of this. This stillness is really a doorway. Spend time in this stillness as much as you can. I did that. Only later I realized that there is no me who should spend time in stillness. Still, when you let go this me, stillness happens on its own, without effort. Yo, unwanted. Yo, Ellie. Our suffering is blessing, also like snakes. That's the best way how to deal with suffering. To see that this suffering is needed. Just drive, yes, I am Jedus. Ah, was the chocolate name? Well, that's not chocolate name. That's This is marzipan. Marzipan. I don't know. It's not chocolate. It's almonds with sugar and chocolate around it. Yes, Eli, I am European. I am from Latvia. Okay, new name, wait a second. I will see how it's actually called.
Marzipan.
Sorry about that. That was for new name. Ellie, don't be scared of the wind. Allow this to happen in you. When you are scared, actually you are not scared. Fear is just going through your mind, just like wind. Actually, when it's windy outside, more heavy emotions may cross your mind. Wind and your mind are connected. It's getting very late for me. Probably will end the stream soon, but I will be back tomorrow. No, no, I wear it in these live streams most of the time. But I have many hoodies and shirts. But this is my favorite. Most of the time I walk in my home completely naked. Although I have one wall with a very big open window without curtains. Have a great day, Ellie. When can you make normal videos on YouTube? What do you mean, no one? What is normal videos? New name, dude. Man, I don't know, that's really sad. Maybe your city is very big, I don't know. I really feel like I will have to contact someone about your hoodie new name. Good night, Chuffing. No problem, no problem. apart from live like videos on YouTube, like last one was months ago. Well, yes, no one. Like, making videos is not my thing. Editing, filming them. I prefer live streams over random videos. There will be some kind of video. Maybe. I edit some shorts videos. From live streams. That's easier. But I just don't feel like making videos. I actually don't drink wine. New name. You cannot do anything in record box if you don't have DJ controller device. I mean, you can do something, but yeah. Do I think I'm enlightened? No. But I also know that something is happening. Something is taking over my life. If definition of enlightenment is full embodiment of non-personal self, then I'm probably going through that. Man, these words, enlightened and so on, I don't take them seriously. It's really not needed. No one in me wants to know, am I really enlightened or will I be? Those are just words. I just can't answer that I don't know. The person who woke up, what should be the person's relationship to desires like money, a material world of comfort, even marriage? For a person who, dude, for me, there is no some inner center who tries to manage what to do with money, what to do with marriage, desires. Yet all of this still appears in me, as well some managing. Maybe this is hard to grasp, but you can find out yourself if you really want to know. It's almost you perceive enlightenment as something mystical, something super different than casual life. But actually enlightenment is super simple, is the same life as you are living it right now. Same happenings in your mind, in your outer life, just completely different relationship. Yo, gaming boy from Pakistan. Okay, chill, gaming boy. Please don't spam. No, I don't know Kenny Omega. I know omega-3 vitamins. Omega-3 is fish oil. It helps you for your joints. Okay. It's okay, no one. I don't have kids. Who knows, maybe we'll have someday. By the way, it's minus 12 degrees outside. I really want to do some outside live stream, but I don't know how would I manage that. Hello, Erkan. I'm right about to end the stream. Erkan, English only, sorry man. I don't know what you're saying. Okay, thank you everyone for hanging around. See you later. Yo, bye. Love you too. Wait. I have one small question. Would it be better if I schedule live streams, or you already know at what time around I do live streams? If someone is still here. I don't get what you mean on one time. Schedule. I guess. But I mean, I like to live spontaneously. Either way, if I would schedule, I would do that 1 hour before, maybe 30 minutes. But we'll see. Okay. Peace out, everyone. Okay, Nabanit. But I mean, I do come in similar times if I come in live stream. Okay. Either way, even if I would schedule it, there is no guarantee that you would know that actually, if you don't have all the notifications on and so on. Okay, bye, peace.